It's raining cats and daggers out here on the Simmons estate. Russell said, "Kid, you better run me my money, man. I ain't playing no games. You better run me my money if I put one of my demons on you." Kimora be like,
I can't do it.
Kimora Lee is out here giving statements ahead of her new show saying that, hey, none of her baby fathers ain't shit, and ain't that something? When while everybody is paying attention to that, the real tea is going to be the case coming early next year. And that case is about her ex-husband and herself creating a company in which Russell Simmons is claiming that they put this company together to steal $80 million worth of Celsius stocks from him. And he wants his money. He is not playing any games. So that's going to be the tea for next year. Now, you know anything about her husband, Lasir? He pled guilty to a count of conspiracy to commit money laundering, and he violated the Foreign Corruption Practices Act, where he failed to legitimately move money around. Now, more than likely, he was trying to evade transfer fees because when you have those banking transfer fees, they could give you the exchange rate at a marked up rate. It depends on the bank. Okay, if you're dealing with millions and millions of dollars, everybody wants a piece, and if that money has to move through bank to bank, in order to get it to its destination, they all want a chunk. So a lot of people try to evade those transfer fees. Okay, and this is what usually gets people in trouble. And that's what got him in trouble because more than likely he was trying to hide that money and the money that Russell Simmons is talking about. Now the courts didn't knock his claim down. They discounted some of his argument, but they didn't knock it out of court. So they will be going to court, like I said, early January, I believe, January 6th or something like that, or January 3rd, they will be going to court. And it's sad because them kids ain't gonna get a goddamn thing for Christmas but one of them dolls right there. Look at that right there. I mean, what y'all think? Do y'all think Russell Simmons has a valid complaint? Do you think he should be suing his ex-wife or he should let it go? I mean, she bought the shares at $3 per share. She bought 433 million shares at $3 per share, right? Now, today, if you look at the price of Celsius, it's $47 and some change. So, you think Russell got a point? And my thing is, okay, where is his evidence? What evidence does he have other than his mouth? And was Russell Simmons trying to evade taxes? Because usually people, when they don't want to pay certain income taxes or whatever like that, they'll put different things in other people's name. Now, is this a situation where he put some money into her name and trusted, in fact, that she was going to do these said purchases for him or whatever? Because I just don't understand how she can just take over stocks. As somebody who's owned stocks and understand how they work, whether it's paper shares or digital shares, even if you have a partnership, nobody can really move without you per se. Like they can't just go ahead on and do things without you unless you're like incapacitated or deceased or something like that. When you're alive, they can't. They're not really supposed to. And when they do, as you can see, that's a breach of contract because it's supposed to be a meeting of the minds. So this case is going to be something. I remember they scrubbed it of the internet, but I remember a video of Kamara, and she was pretty much saying that she was so young and that she felt pressured by Russell, like she really didn't like him or whatever, and she really didn't want to date anybody or date him or anything like that. And it went into depth. And she's in high school at this point, and they show her at her school, and then they show her someplace else. She's at school, and I don't know if it's at home or just some type of secret location that they were filming her in or whatever. But she was talking about that and how she felt pressed by Russell and how she didn't really want to date Russell specifically. And like I said, seems like as if that's gone from the internet or whatever. But there is a little snippet up when she was talking about dating older men. They let that rock and stay up there or whatever. But they took the other one down when she specifically said she didn't want to date Russell. And I think that has a lot to do with it. I think he was way too old for her. If you look at her two last husbands, it was more probably like her tapping into that fantasy side because they're both tall, and handsome up to you. You can view them as handsome or not. But most women will probably look at them and say, "Oh, they're tall and handsome," or whatever like that. You see, Russell is the complete opposite. He's short. He's little. He's a lot older than her, or whatever. A lot of the times, even when they were filming, I always felt like he talked down to her. I don't know if she just got his sense of humor or not, but to a lot of us watching, it just seemed like, damn, like he always talking down to her, like he really don't show her no love or anything like that. So I don't know. This is just gonna be interesting. It's sad, to see the kids or whatever, but it just seems like they were united until this money breakdown came in. When it came time for her to cough up this money for the shares, for the Celsius. Am I saying it right? Celsius? Is it Celsius? Celsius shares. When that came about, it seems like that's when all of this kind of went to the left. And, hopefully they can get it together. If she owes it, hopefully she has it to pay him or whatever. There was also some talk too about a house out in Beverly Hills that allegedly got sold. And Russell was saying even with that, he had that house wasn't supposed to be sold. I don't know if that was supposed to be proceeds for him and he was worried about getting his money back or what the situation is. But it's a lot going on, man. The new year's coming in with a bang. And let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think Kimora is wrong, for this? Do you think she should just like go through arbitration? Do you think she should just settle with Russell? Do you think that Russell is wrong, that he should just move on and just take the L because he has millions of dollars? Or do you think he should stand up and
You have now completed this course.